Maybe you're over 60, your career is behind you, or it will be soon, and this question is just sitting there in the back of your mind. What's next? Chances are you're in one of two camps. Either you've got a clear vision and you're excited to step into it, or, and this seems to be most of us, you're staring at a blank page, not sure what to write on it. I know that second camp well. Unfortunately, I find myself in it more often than I'd like to admit. But here's what I've learned, and I'm going to show you the exact framework that gave me my roadmap. Stick with me to the end, and I'll show you how to access it today. The word coach. A stagecoach, a railway coach, sometimes a bus. It's always meant one thing: a vehicle that takes you from where you are to where you want to go. And that's exactly what a life coach does. Not telling you what to do, not handing you a list of instructions, but sitting across from you on Zoom, through email, over Messenger, asking questions you haven't thought to ask yourself. See, the problem isn't that you lack the answers, it's that nobody's helped you find the right questions. So what does a session actually look like? We talk. We dig into where you are right now, honestly, without pretending. Then we get clear on where you want to be. In the space between where you are now and where you want to be, that's where we get to work. But a vehicle only works if you know the starting point. The first thing we need to do is take an honest look at where your life is right now, not where you wish it was, not what you tell others, the real picture. I'll be honest, sometimes looking at that real picture feels a bit like checking your bank statement after a long vacation. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's the only way to know what we're working with. And this is where the magic happens. I use a tool called the Wheel of Life, or as I like to call it, Brighten Up Your Life. Here's how it works. You look at 8 key areas of your life: your health, your finances, your relationships, your sense of purpose, fun and recreation, personal growth, your physical environment, and your spiritual life. You rate each one honestly from 1 to 10. Not where you want them to be, where they actually are today. And when you connect the dots, here's what you get: a wheel that's anything but round. And a wheel that's not round doesn't roll smoothly. But here's the thing: once you can see the whole picture, you know exactly where to focus. Once you have that honest picture, we start building, small steps at a time, small practical moves, nothing overwhelming. See, you don't get to 65 without gaining a significant amount of knowledge and life experience. But to just give up is selling yourself short. The person who started at that blank page, a few small steps later, they've got a roadmap, and they're moving. So you've seen what a life coach does. You know the framework. But there's one question sitting in the back of your mind, the one most of us don't want to say out loud. Is it actually worth the money? Fair question. And I'm not going to dance around it. Let's talk about what you're really paying for and what has to be true on your side for coaching to actually work. Here's something I learned the hard way, both as someone who's been coached and as a coach myself. A coach cannot do the work for you. I can ask the right questions. I can help you see the gap between where you are and where you want to be. I can walk alongside you through every step, but I can't take the steps for you. Nobody can. Unfortunately, I've seen people spend good money on coaching and get nothing from it. Not because the coaching was bad, but because they weren't ready. They wanted someone else to fix things, and that's not how this works. The person being coached has to want it, has to show up, has to do the work between sessions. Now here's where most people get stuck. They look at a coaching program and think, that's a lot of dollars for 6 hours of someone's time. But that's the wrong math. You're not paying for time, you're paying for the result. Let me give you an example. Say you invest $1,000 in a coaching program, and through that work, you land a job that pays you $100,000 a year. Did the coaching cost you $1,000, or did it earn you $99,000? a year, every year. The question isn't what coaching costs. The question is, what's it going to cost you to stay exactly where you are? So how do you make sure coaching is worth every cent? 3 things. 1, show up ready to be honest. Not the version of your life you tell other people, the real one. If you can't be straight with your coach, you're wasting both your time. 2, do the work between sessions. The hour we spend together matters, but what you do with the other 167 hours that week matters more. 3, measure the result, not the clock. A good coaching conversation might take 45 minutes and shift something you've been carrying for 30 years. That's not a $200 conversation. That's one of the best investments you'll ever make. To let the sticker price make the decision for you, to just give up, is selling yourself short. I've opened a few spots in my 90-day program, Renew You, Love Your Life. We work together wherever you are in the world, email, Zoom, Messenger. If you're ready to show up and do the work, I'd love to hear from you. You let me know in the comments, what's held you back from working with a coach before? Cost? Doubt? Not knowing what to expect? I read every one. But until next time, you have a great day